how might you make her profoundly miss you? At the point when she is no longer by your side, how could your presence still resonate with her? In the mission for a meaningful and significant relationship, making an impression on someone doesn't rely on lavish gifts or flowery words, but rather on the genuine essence of who you are. Inspired by Stoic philosophy, we don't seek to force someone to stay. Instead, we create a space where they willingly want to return. In today's video, we'll dive into subtle actions, meaningful words, and natural ways to demonstrate your worth so that, even from a distance, your image continues to linger in her thoughts. Join me as we uncover 3 unique and effective secrets to etching your image in someone's heart, making you unforgettable. By embracing Stoic principles, you will learn to leave a lasting impression by staying calm, self-controlled, and true to yourself. Before we begin, I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe to support our channel. Leave a comment to share your thoughts or stories, enriching our discussion. Now, let's start together. 1. Don't predictably follow their lead. Let's start with a simple truth. If you are constantly texting or calling someone, you may come across as too available or even desperate. Think about it. When something is always accessible, it often loses its appeal. Much like eating the same meal every day would become boring. Constantly being in someone's space can have a similar effect. Here is an analogy to illustrate this idea. Imagine you are an artist working on a painting. If you spend every moment in your studio, you might lose perspective on your work. But stepping away for a while can give you a fresh view and a newfound appreciation for what you are creating. The same principle applies to relationships. When you are not always available, you create space for the other person to miss your laughter, deep conversations, and the unique aspects of your personality. They start to value your presence more because they realize it's not guaranteed or always accessible. From a Stoic perspective, this practice teaches us self-discipline and independence. Stoics believe in living a life of excellence and purpose, focusing on self-improvement and inner peace, rather than seeking validation from others. By not being overly available, you show that you have your own goals, interests, and pursuits. You are not defined solely by your relationships but are a person with a rich, fulfilling life. This doesn't mean ignoring the people you care about. Instead, it's about balancing your presence in a way that fosters appreciation and depth in your connections. Remember, this isn't about playing games or making someone chase after you. It's about respecting yourself and the other person enough to allow space in your relationships. 2. Resist the urge to seek attention. Imagine receiving a simple emoji or a casual greeting from someone you are interested in. It's tempting to respond immediately, especially if you've been eagerly waiting for their message. But let's pause and consider this from a Stoic perspective. In Stoicism, we learn the value of self-restraint and not being swayed by every impulse. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If you rush to respond every time, it might give the impression that you are always available, just waiting for them to reach out. This can make you seem less interesting and lower your perceived value." The human brain is wired to appreciate what isn't readily available. The next time you receive one of these light messages,